name's Rob. I had a midlife crisis in 2007 where I had, it was sort of like a really shaky thing where I did a year in jail. And then I was on 3 years probation, so I was trying to figure out where do I go where I won't get busted because of all these conditions. And they told me, have you heard of downtown East Side? And I said, no. So they told me about the downtown East Side. So I eventually came down here and stayed in a halfway house for a while, provincial beds. And then I started riding down the buses down, and I was wondering why people were standing around Carnegie there, eh? And you know, for 2 months I was riding the buses, and then all of a sudden I was standing there, eh? Doing the same thing that they were doing, smoking crack cocaine, eh? My grandmother raised me as an infant because my mom was only 16 and she's going to school in North Van. So my grandmother fought tooth and nail and gained custody of me. And so she raised me up as an infant till I was about 7 in Kiwanga, which is northern interior. And then I sort of like, my mom married this non-Aboriginal guy who was a logger. And so we moved down to Okanagan, and we were moved all, like, this is really weird because, you know, this was the early 70s, and a lot of natives were still in residential school. And I went to this school and I was the only native person there, which was, you know, it was a really big culture shock for me. But growing up like that in that society allowed me to understand, you know, both societies, like the Aboriginal society and the non-Aboriginal. Then when I came down here in 97, I started working for this TLC, which is a late day labor thing. And it didn't take me long to work myself right up to the top of the calling sheet because I never missed a job, eh? And I worked for that for about 3 years, and then I got injured. And so that led me down to the downtown East Side, which was it wasn't a very nice experience for me because people were drinking rice wine that people I hung out with, and I would drink that stuff. It has 40% salt. And as a former injection drug user, coming off heroin, coming off the rice wine was identical to coming off heroin, like going through all the cramps and everything. So after I got detoxed off of that, I never went back to that. And that's about the time period that I started coming to Vandu at their old office across from the bottle depot. And I started going to their meetings, and then I ran for the board of directors. I quit hanging around with people who were drinking, and then I started getting involved with Vandu. Right now, I sit on 5 board of directors in the downtown East Side. I sit on ALIVE, which is Aboriginal Life in Vancouver Enhancement Society. I sit on the DNC board of directors, which is Downtown East Side Neighborhood Council. I sit on the Pigeon Park Street Market Society, which runs a street market every Sunday. And I sit on WAR's board of directors, and I'm on a steering committee for EDGE. With WAR's, our research was Indigenous-based. Like the board of directors, we were doing research on our members through the talking circle. And now we got the Peter Wall grant where we're going to do knowledge translation. And we have people calling us out there to do the knowledge translation, and we're sort of like running on our feet because we went out to Surrey and did a nurses conference. We did a presentation out there. That was our first one. And we're going to be going to all stakeholders in the downtown East Side, the city of Vancouver, you know, just share this because this is groundbreaking. We have a user-based organization that it has done Indigenous research, and this has never been done before in Canada.